Hey guys, and welcome back to Highschool Fools podcast. This is episode 5. I'm your host, Franco.
I'm your host, Sophie, and today we have a special guest.
Andrew.
This episode, like Luna's, was a long time coming. We've recorded it like at least 3 times now.
Yeah.
And all those, we don't talk about those episodes. But High School Fools 2024 is the new ones. We're gonna constant uploads.
Yeah.
Right, Sophie?
Yeah.
So we decided to bring back Andrew. Finally finish this episode. Give him the episode he deserves.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Andrew?
Yes, thank you very much.
Andrew's a very interesting person. You're really involved academically, and you have a very eccentric personality.
Thank you.
Thank you. We want to start with school.
Sure. I mean, like you said, he has a very big persona, and you won Hoco Prince. Prince. My bad. Correction.
I did.
Yeah. So how was that experience for you? How do you think? Can you tell us more about it?
So it was actually. So I'm just gonna start off by saying there was no competition, absolutely whatsoever, zero competition. I was the only person to run. So it was actually.
Do you mean that literally, like you were so? Do you mean that figuratively, like you were so good that there wasn't even a chance, or there was no one else, like actually?
No, literally no one else ran. So it was literally like the easiest one I've ever had in my life.
Because there was no competition.
There was no competition.
It sounds like you're like being cocky about it. Like there was people that competed, but
factually speaking, there wasn't a single other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no. My name was the only name on the ballot. Quite literally.
So you won by like a technicality.
Yeah, I won by default.
So you didn't deserve it.
I did run. I did do campaigns. So
what did your campaign consist of?
So my campaign consisted of posters around the school and collaborations with Crystal.
Crystal Vo, the Hoco Princess,
yeah.
at the same year.
Yep.
Former podcast guest.
Yeah.
Crystal Vo, episode 2.
2.
Yeah,
I
know my episodes.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was the whole experience like?
So it was pretty cool. Also, side note, the spirit week of that homecoming, I ate.
Participated every day.
Yep. You should see my Decades Day emo outfit. So good.
If I care, I'll edit it in. If I don't, then too bad.
For sure.
But wait. I mean, now that you bring it up, what was the spirit week? What did that consist of?
I don't remember exactly, but there was a Decades Day, which I did emo. There was a character day, something like that.
Yeah, artist.
Your decade was emo?
Yeah, 2000s emo. And then my artist, or some type of, I don't know. You have to dress up as a person. I dressed up as Don Ramon from El Chavo del Ocho.
If you know, you know. The point is, Andrew's very, you got that school spirit, right?
Yeah.
How? Where did that start from? You always been involved in school?
Pretty much.
Or is that a high school thing? Or has there always been like a Andrew thing?
I feel like it's more of a high school thing just because like throughout elementary and middle school, I wasn't really involved. I just did my work. You know,
you were just like, you did the bare minimum, you just passed through. That's fair enough. Those, I mean, they think about it now.
Then again,
they didn't count.
There really wasn't a lot to do in elementary and middle school, but
yeah.
Yep.
I didn't consider school like from like 5th grade to 7th, no, to 8th. I didn't do it. Like I didn't do not a single thing, and I'm glad because it didn't like do it didn't call it didn't.
They just keep passing you regardless.
Yeah, in our school district, you can't flunk. So I just like from also 8th grade was our COVID year.
Yeah.
So it was just all online. So I just went straight from 8th grade to high school, and I didn't like. I don't think I passed a single class. Maybe PE, but during when we did online school, I didn't pass any classes.
Crazy.
I just slept through
quarantine PE was crazy. Had to turn on your camera while you did some jumping jacks.
I didn't have to do that. That's the thing.
I didn't either.
Yeah. And there was
Just you.
We had the choice to like turn on our cameras, and there would be people that would turn on or turn off our cameras. So there would be people like actually like breaking a sweat while they.
Was that you? Were you try harding PE?
To be honest, I did one time.
Oh.
And it was to prove myself that I could do more jumping jacks. But yeah, that was middle school. Yeah, quarantine. But I don't know. I don't know how people could fail PE. Like I guess in high school, like in person, like for real, it's like you don't have to be the most athletic for PE. And I've heard things before like. Maybe decades ago, it used to be a serious thing where physical education was like an actual.
Now it's just kind of show up, and like
dress up,
be there, and you're good.
Yeah.
Like no one competes for the Pacer test. No one competes for like the state test. They just kind of
Pacer test. The
Why do you-
fitness gram pacer test is a.
Don't. Yeah, no, I would try hard that. Like when we did the running thing, I did like an extra couple laps just for fun.
No.
Cause I'm just that guy. Yeah, no, I was so lame. I was a loser. But the
Back
point is,
to, back to Andrew.
yeah. Speaking of losers, Andrew.
Oh. Okay, but I still won.
You still won.
I still
I'll
won.
tell you, are you planning on now that you going into your senior year? Are you planning to go for
King?
FHS King?
Actually, I was thinking of joining ASB next year, and one of the rules for ASB is that you can't run because then people are gonna assume that it's rigged.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
'Cause all the-
yikes.
All the advertising, huh? It comes
Yeah.
from ASB and permissions and all of that. Damn.
So they're gonna assume that if I win, it's rigged.
Yeah.
I'll just run in your place. I'll be running for you. Like
I'll endorse you.
you endorse me.
I'll be like-
I won't be the king. If I win, then I'll
It'll be like a figurehead.
I'll be exactly.
Yep.
I'll be,
It'll just be your face, but I'm the one actually losing, you know?
or you can just wear like a mask of my face, like a paper mask over your head, and they won't know the difference.
That's true.
That works. That works.
They'll never know.
So after you won Hoco Prince, I heard you got a little celebration, a little parade for yourself.
Oh, the parade. Yeah, that was
Was that your first time being in a parade?
it was. That was my first time. That was my first time being in a parade and going to the parade. I had never been to the Christmas parade beforehand.
Yeah.
Our city's Christmas parade, and then you were the shining star. Everyone's there for Andrew and only
Yeah.
Andrew, right?
Of course.
You want to explain the context?
Like, who else would they go for? Like the other schools?
How'd you get on the parade?
So, I got on because homecoming court had to be in the parade.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So it
it.
was just like the school hit you over there. Hey, you're gonna be on this parade float.
Pretty much.
And you're
Yeah.
like, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, for sure. Let me know.
And you were there with.
I was there with the princess, the queen,
Crystal.
and the king.
Did
And,
you
uh,
like? Did you like them? You
Yeah.
cool with them?
Yeah.
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 They're my friends. I
Surprisingly,
consider them friends.
I like everybody that won, either king, queen, prince, princess. Like you guys all know each other, huh?
Yeah.
Like you
In real
know
life, yeah,
Will
we do.
because of tennis, and then Crystal because she's your friend and stuff like that. So I guess y'all were vibing in a little float. Wait, it was what was it again?
It was like it was a float, but technically we're in a truck.
It was just.
We were in the back of a pickup truck.
It was
Yeah.
like Christmas themed, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It was just a random truck.
Yeah, but we did have our sashes and our crowns, fully suited up, dressed up.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Back to what we were talking about in the beginning about this episode being a long time coming. How do you feel about it failing so many times? What we talked about so many different things throughout the previous episodes.
yeah.
Like, what were some of the things we talked about? We talked about homecoming court. What else?
We also talked about, I guess, how he's able to maintain a social life, sleep schedule, and a good GPA.
Try harding at school.
Yeah.
You want to explain that? Your
Okay.
How do
Andrew's
you-
average schedule?
My day in the life, day in the life
day
of
in the
me.
life.
So, I usually wake up at 7 to get ready for school. So yeah, I get up, I do what I need to do, get up, go to school,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm at school, go throughout the day. And then after school ends, I usually have link crew right after school, so I go to link crew, which ends at like 4:50. So then, but since I'm joining tennis again, so now after link crew, I go straight to tennis practice, which ends at 5:30.
The point is, The point is, you're always at school.
Until like 5:30.
And
After 5:30, I'm gone.
what's your GPA?
It went down to a 4.61.
Damn.
I could never. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
What's your GPA, Franco?
8.0 minimum.
That's not possible.
Mine is. I'm the
Okay, for
exception.
sure. For sure.
You know how they have the class rankings?
Mhm.
I'm negative. Negative one.
Oh,
I'm so ahead.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
So what do you do on your free time? In your free time?
In my free time, I usually, besides the homework that I have to do for like college classes, which are a struggle,
Yeah.
guys,
Help.
help us.
Because you have AP, IB. What else? Well, I mean, be more specific about your.
Let me tell you about AP Bio. Oh
Yay.
my goodness. Okay, so AP Bio with Miss Plaza is the hardest class I've ever taken here at Fireball High School. I've taken like 8 college classes beforehand. This is the hardest class I've ever
Fireball High School
taken in my life.
California.
Like,
That-
it's just the work. The work is a lot. And we have a test like every other week.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's very fast paced, or
Right.
just corrupted with
It's
a bunch of work.
It's everything. Yep.
Really?
Everything.
Yes.
The worst thing. Why'd you sign up?
Because it's AP Bio.
This
that
is something that you want to do in the future?
Yeah, I want to be.
Ooh, relate Sophie with the transition. Speaking of what you want to do in the future.
Oh, okay. So in the future, I want to become an orthodontist. Do you know what an orthodontist is? No. Okay.
What-
Well,
I don't know
Andrew,
what
can you
an
tell
orthodontist
us what an
Andrew,
orthodontist
explain
is?
what an orthodontist is.
so an orthodontist is pretty much the professional that you go to in order to get your braces done. Stuff like that has to do with your teeth being straightened
Just
out and stuff
braces.
like that. It's not specifically braces. They also do other things that are not braces,
Such as.
Etc.
such as etc.
Et cetera.
Yeah.
That was
But
only to get
that is the
memorized.
most popular thing that they run for, braces.
So you want to put braces on little kids?
I could do little kids too, but it's mainly just for anybody that needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Why?
specifically. Why? Because one, dentistry doesn't seem as challenging as it is to become a doctor. Just because I'd rather just have to focus on the head to like the neck than the head to the toes. And then two, that pays good. That pays good.
So you want the title? You want to be?
Yeah, and then plus I want to be Dr. Segura. Yep. Because whether you like it or not, I'm gonna end up being a doctor.
Whether I like it or not.
Yep.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
What are you gonna say?
Watch yourself.
Alright.
When you're leaving the school at 5:30 p.m.
Oh, for sure.
Anyways, so with dentistry, what is that? What is it? What do you have to do to become a dentist? That sounds pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So to become a dentist, you have to graduate high school, obviously. Then you have to do 4 years of undergrad, and you have to fulfill certain prerequisites such as chemistry, biology, physics, etc. And then after that, you have to go to dental school for another 4 years. And then after dental school, to become a specialty into anything, you have to do a residency. For orthodontics, it's about 3 years.
So that's why I never hear anyone wanting to be a dentist.
Yeah, because it's a lot of work. It's a
Jesus.
really long time. I'm gonna be in school for 11 years. After
And you're
high
not even
school.
going to be a doctor. What's the point?
I am gonna be a doctor,
Not a physician.
not a physician, but I'm gonna be a just doctor.
Fake
just
doctor. Fake doctor.
And how did you decide that was the path you wanted to take?
So funny story. Well, just a regular story. So
Mildly interesting.
so the reason. So last year, I'd asked one of my senior friends, like, "Oh, what are you gonna do after you graduate?" And she was telling me how she was gonna go be a dental assistant. And I was like, "Oh, dentistry. I've never thought about that." So I looked into it, and I was like, "I'm gonna be an orthodontist." So now here I am trying to do orthodontist
That's
stuff.
an amazing story, Andrew. It's almost
Right?
like it's your third time telling that story.
Exactly.
It's almost like we've tried to retell this story so
Oh,
many
because
times.
I actually did
Exactly.
forget.
Oh.
That's a refresher for me.
What do we have on topics?
So the next topic would be ASMR.
Oh, yeah, this is something I'm just finding out about.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I actually run an ASMR account. It's called Andrew's ASMR on Instagram, and it's pretty much just me going.
How many followers you at?
I have like 40, I think.
Ooh, he's catching up to Highschool Fools.
Damn.
Damn. Okay. That's enough. They didn't sign up for this. They didn't sign up. They're gonna
Do
tune out.
bro.
you listen to ASMR?
No,
How'd
But-
you get into ASMR?
It's
Wait,
kind of
is it actual?
not regularly. I don't listen to it regularly. I've heard it I hear it sometimes. Like if it's on my free page, I'll watch it.
Is it actual ASMR or is it just like a bit? It's just a joke. Or do you
I-
actually you're trying to create that content?
It's not like professional ASMR or like completely quiet because obviously people talk, but then I also do mukbang, and it's literally just me eating.
So it's
food.
just like your vlog channel? I mean your vlog Instagram?
In a way, yeah.
I'll make sure to check it out. It sounds awesome.
For sure. Follow it. Instagram.
I've always wanted to hear Andrew.
what,
Andrew's
eat
what are your
ASMR.
what is your opinion on ASMR, Jonathan?
I've always found it weird that people were so like hooked onto it. Well, that and mukbang. I feel like it's a specific. What's funny? I feel like it's a specific like corner of the internet that's so popular. Like
Yeah.
they get like millions of views, and there's so much controversy, and there's so much story, and there's so much news in just this little section about like ASMR and mukbangs. And I mean, it's super popular, and like it's weird, but like the areas or the places in the world that have the like, how do I say this? I guess that are like poverty stricken, that like the food isn't the most common. It feels like that's like where it's biggest at. I never understood that because people would like, I guess from what I heard, people would like watch it like instead of eating.
Yeah.
So people watch it while they're eating, but I've heard about like how it's positive, blah 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 blah. And it's always so weird to me. It's just so weird. Like the whole thing, it's so like internet.
You know, well, to be honest, I feel like you're one of the first persons that says that, like, agrees with me because I also don't like ASMR. I don't find myself like looking into videos like
you guys.
I don't search
I
up no ASMR content, you know. But every other person that I've asked this question is like, oh, like I love ASMR. I like skincare ASMR. Like
It's just so
I have ASMR.
absurd. It's so odd. It's like
Yeah. Like I would listen to Andrew's because like I know Andrew. Like you know.
it feels like something that was invented like just so old people can get mad at it. Like, you know, those youngins with on the internet, and like it feels so foreign. Like it is, like it makes sense. I understand people like it's like a stimulant, right? Like the little the tabs
Like the
and
little
the
triggers and all that.
yeah. I
No,
get it.
I heard. Well, somebody told me that
A friend of a friend.
it's used to fall asleep,
That's weird.
and I don't know. Like
I don't like the
drink
idea
some
of, like, someone
melatonin. Just
talking to
drink
me.
some melatonin, and like you'll never catch me sleeping at all. But besides that,
Yep.
y'all never like. I will never put an ASMR video to make myself fall asleep or
That's
like
horrible.
anything like that. It's just I don't understand it, and I guess 20 years ago, maybe even 10 years, 5 years ago, you wouldn't imagine that's like your child's top 10 like
Yeah.
most searched thing on the internet.
Yeah, and children. Yeah, it's so weird.
And some
And-
people like actually became famous or that's their income
yeah,
based
yeah,
on
yeah.
ASMR or like mukbangs and stuff like that. And then I feel like obviously this is a bit of a strange comparison, but like there's people over here like working hard hours, getting paid a little bit, and then there's this kid like
It's
tapping
so
on the
weird.
table.
It's so weird. I feel
and
like
getting
the old
like
person now. I feel like the boomer that's like, look at these kids, but it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Look at that. You're just like whispering into a microphone. I guess like if that's what you're into, then go for it. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's not really entertainment, right? Because they're like hour-long videos. Like,
Yeah.
I would only do it just to get money.
who would ever watch something for like an hour or like around that time?
Like
That's
40
much.
minutes,
Like
42 minutes?
42 minutes on average. Who'd
Yeah.
watch that? But yeah, mukbang culture too. That's like I remember that blowing up like 2016, 2017. That's when it really got
Yeah.
popular. It was in YouTube Rewind. I remember that.
Yeah.
Rewind?
Yeah, you know.
What are-
I do know what it is. I just never seen
It was a crappy one. I think
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was so bad.
2018 or something.
Yeah.
It's super popular in like Asian countries. I think that's where it started more or less.
Yeah, I always like to quote those girls that'd be like, "What's it? What's it?
What does that mean?
I don't know. They just speak in Chinese.
You just memorize like the words.
I don't know.
what they
I don't know
mean.
if those are actual words. I'm just trying to like.
Oh, you were just being racist.
No, I'm just trying to.
Cancel Andrew. Cancel. What's the
just trying to
Instagram so we know where to report it?
ASMR_Andrew.
But that's what. I don't know what they say. But, like,
Okay,
that's what
they
they
just
say,
like they just slurp up noodles. It's so popular.
Noodles? Are you trying to be racist? Are you assuming that because they're Asian they eat noodles?
You can't do this to me.
That's crazy.
I
Hey,
brought
we're
you
the-
on.
We're the host. We're the host.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fired.
What is your guys' opinion on like the Subway Surfer videos on the bottom or like the
Just
cleaning?
brain rot.
like the-
just like
yeah.
the attention span of every child in America is shortening. It's not just America.
For
but,
the High School Fools, we're gonna put us talking, and then on the bottom, Andrew ASMR. I'm actually trying to
I
do.
endorse.
I just heard what you said. Andrew ASMR sponsored. Andrew, what do you think about that? What do you think about just like consuming 18 different forms of media?
What?
Because I like Subway Surfers, mukbang, like those TikTok videos where you just scroll
Yeah.
and scroll and scroll. Because I have something to say about this.
I like
I'll say
those.
it after.
I like those Reddit stories. They'd be interesting sometimes.
And then it's like a Minecraft video on the
Me.
bottom.
Yeah,
Me,
like they're just
male.
jumping on jelly blocks, just like. You know? Like, they're interesting.
Me, 24 male, with my girlfriend, 16 female. Am I in the wrong for just like the most absurd
No,
thing?
it's like I killed my mom's best friend's dog. Am I the asshole? Like, it's like whoa, and they start to proceed how they start to talk about how I only did it because like the mom's best friend like choked me and then.
And then on the bottom of the video
like,
is
at
like
the
a
end of the
rug
story,
being
like-
cleaned.
At the end of the story, you're like, maybe they're not the asshole. It'll be like, am I the asshole for pushing over my 4-year-old brother who's disabled and blind and has no arms? It's like, well, every night he would chew on my legs or something.
Yes, it's so weird.
It's so
It's like, where do you get these stories from? Because I know they're not real.
Well, I mean, they're from Reddit, so it's like maybe like 20% of them were real in the beginning, but I feel like now none of them are real.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just AI generated. It's like,
Yeah.
what's the most absurd concept we can get? But I've always coming back to like episode 1, I guess when we talked about me having ADHD. I put everyone on basically. That's my point. I would always like be listening to music or listening to podcasts. I when I'm playing games, I mean, I'm probably making it worse for myself, but when I'm playing games, I have a podcast on and then also like a YouTube video usually. So I can't like not have a constant. I can't be alone with my thoughts.
Yeah.
So the point is, I put everyone on Subway Surfers videos because I've been doing that for like forever.
The rug cleaning videos.
The rug cleaning
The
videos,
speed
those are
runs.
cool. I just get like entranced.
No, because there was this one time, like, I love Instagram comment sections. They be wild. But what's it called? I saw this video, like, of this lady talking about how, like, you know, she struggles in poverty and, like, her something. It was very extreme.
Oh boy.
What's so funny?
And then on the
Speaking
bottom,
about poverty.
and then on the bottom it was like a rug video, and the whole comment section, the whole comment section was like, okay, like, you're doing this for views, and like it was just hating on the content. Like, I guess they lost the meaning of the video, but because the person that published that video put it under a rug cleaning video, so it's like, yeah, they're just putting the story not to share, but to make some profit out of that. So it's very sad how the internet has come to a place where it's like money rather than sharing your content.
I mean, at a certain point, it's definitely like keeping the attention of people.
Yeah.
Because it'll like, well, at first, this is how it started on TikTok. People would like take clips and like from TV shows, YouTube videos, stuff like that, and then they would just re-upload it with gameplay under, because that actually keeps people listening and watching. But I've seen like a lot of people, like they add it themselves at this point. Like they publish it on their own channel with like Subway Surfers gameplay or something, or something going on. Because like if you don't do it, someone's gonna do it.
I should do it.
Yeah.
I should
And
start it.
I was thinking about that. I was
start
like,
a
should we
new
do that for
account.
Highschool Fools? But I was like, no, that's like, I don't want to subject our viewers to that kind of like.
We could use Andrew's ASMR video, put it
maybe,
under.
maybe not.
Oh.
Oh, just on time. Thank you, Andrew, for. Sorry, thank you, Andrew, for coming on.
welcome.
We're gonna continue this for part 2, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe possibly.
Stay tuned.
If I don't change my mind.
Okay.
This was okay. Okay. Let's get out of
He
here.
steals the camera.
We'll see you guys part 2. This was an interesting episode. Bye, Andrew. Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of the Andrew episode. It's the next day. Hope you guys enjoyed the first part. It was a little choppy. But our first topic back is we're gonna talk about.
Okay, so since we already have an introduction on Andrew and what he's all about,
We
right?
know who you are now.
So now we're gonna jump into a more spicier topic. So gossiping, drama, tea, rumors, and arguments.
AKA my
So
specialty.
before we get
You read that like a header of a book.
before before we get started with like anything in particular, so what was your idea on high school? How, like, when you were a little kid, was it gonna be like the movies? Like, how was your whole idea before you came to high school?
I fully thought it was gonna be like the movies. Like I assume we're gonna have lockers and there's gonna be like principal in the halls, hall monitors and stuff like that. Like, you know, Nickelodeon show high school stuff. That's
Did
what
you
I thought high
think-
school was gonna be.
Was middle school the same, or was it just high school? Because I thought it was like that for middle school. When I was in elementary, I was like,
Yeah.
No, I never thought about middle school.
you just thought it was
I only
whatever.
thought about high school. I was like, oh,
I
high school,
remember-
high school.
yeah, my
so cool,
entire-
so rare.
You done?
No.
Diary of the Wimpy Kid. That's where I got my
Mm.
where it was like Roderick was talking about how scary everything was. I was like, I don't want to do that because I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the movie. Diary of the Wimpy Kid, like his going to high school. But it was always so scary. Everyone always made it seem so scary. Why can't they just be like, yeah, high school will be nice, you'll make friends. It's always like
They forgot. They would always, like, high school movies are all about like it getting like high school movies are about like bullies and stuff like that, but there's no homework shown at all. They never
Oh,
do
yeah,
any
that's
classwork
true.
like on what do you call it, Disney and Nickelodeon shows and stuff. They're never doing work at all.
I
It's
missed
always like they're having full on conversations or something like that, and it's like some drama going on. That's what I mean by like. Do you think the movies were gonna be a reflection, like in terms of drama and all of that, in high school? Because obviously, like the problem is like the cheese touch. That's not an issue.
Cheese
like
touch?
yeah, every
here.
school has a cheese touch. Everyone knows that.
Yep.
But it's not even that. It's like, I mean, this is America, obviously. But it's not Midwestern. Like that's where most of the things take place, like the Midwest, like Wyoming, like stuff like that.
Central
probably.
Michigan.
Exactly. Whereas like, but we don't have. There's no lockers here. Like no lockers in the
Yeah.
hallways and stuff. There's nowhere you can keep your stuff. There's no
Detention.
Like, there's no hall monitors.
Detention. Like I've never heard of detention.
Like they have detention, but it's not like that.
Yeah,
And
like-
there's no home period.
Oh,
It's
your
just-
homeroom.
Yeah, homeroom. It's like you just kind of. It's just basically middle school, but just like you can say it's high
Speaking
school.
of detention, I got detention once in middle school and I never went, and they never said anything, and I was like,
Who gave you detention?
"Take that, Doctor. What's her name?
Colorado.
Navarro.
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 Navarro. Yeah.
Navarro. I don't know.
Take that, Dr. Navarro.
Take that, vice
I think she
principal.
became a principal somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah. I think she made it up in the world.
So did I. Take that.
Take that.
So you
Hopefully
mentioned
she's fired now.
you told us you told us something about how like you got into a middle school fight.
I didn't
Correct
get
me
into
if I'm
it.
wrong.
I
Yeah, you told us
almost,
you killed a guy.
I almost got into a fight 3 times in middle school for talking shit. You know, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into the details.
How did you get out of that?
They never pulled up.
Oh,
So
like
you-
they were just talking shit. Like
Yeah, exactly.
So, but like they were the ones that would be like, "Oh, find me after school," and this and that. Like,
BB.
They're kind of like threatening me, like, "Oh, watch what you're saying, or else you're gonna get your shit rocked." And I was like, nothing happened.
Middle school is so
They stopped
funny,
texting me
bro.
after
Middle
that, and I was
school
like,
fights.
"Okay, oh."
I say we keep going.
I think
Whatever.
that's
This is kind of cool. I
it's
like
a sign to
the
change the subject.
lighting. It's a sign.
this has never happened. This is crazy. It's
saw
only
you-
when we film.
I say we keep going. Hey, middle school fights. There were so many fight pages. There were so many dedicated pages to the school.
There was.
There
Oh
was
my-
like the school was like 5 page. There was the gossip page. There was like there were so many
like leak pages, like
confessions.
confession pages. No, I know one. I don't really want to say names, but you guys will probably know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So there was this one girl who like we were in middle school at the time, and they were already like in school here, and they had gotten like their NOODS leaked. And
You could have just said they got the photos leaked.
yeah, they got leaked. Point is that point
Oh,
is
okay.
that
Yeah, why we are. Oh, we're good.
So after they got leaked, they like somebody kind of pretty much exposed them. Like they said their name and everything, and then I did the math and then looked at the name and I was like, pause. One of the girls on the banner, that's one of them that got leaked.
On the school's banner. How
On
do
the
you,
school
how do you get
banner.
those? You have
You have to be top 10
top
or
10
or a
in
counselor's
class.
pick. So it's sending like 20 students.
That's crazy. And one
Yeah.
of them.
Why is that?
I said one of them.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Do you know who? You know who?
Yeah.
You just don't want to say.
Should I
If you
say?
know, you know. If you know,
No,
If
don't
you
say
know,
it,
if you know,
don't
you
say
know. If you know, you know.
Can you tell me afterwards though?
She goes to UCI. That's all I'll say. That's
Anyway.
what the banner says at least.
That's so funny. It's like those are supposed to be like the class representatives.
Yeah. And they got leaked.
you'd
I don't
be,
think this is a family-friendly topic. I see this move on.
yeah.
It's a little
So,
NSFW.
what is the craziest rumor you've heard about yourself?
Heard about myself?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard one.
About yourself?
About myself, I don't think so.
No, because they don't say it in front of you.
Yeah, probably.
I've heard some
I
other
wish
stuff about
one
you.
would. I wish one would.
Has anybody ever started like a problem out of nowhere that you were just like
I would.
very
Like with
unsure?
me?
Yeah.
Not with me.
You look, I didn't see you in middle school.
Alright, bro. Yeah, I don't think so. Like with me, at least. Like I was always involved in other people's stuff, but it was never like me as the main person. You know?
Yeah.
Were you ever alone? I feel like you were always in a group.
I was always in a group. Yes. Yeah.
Your protection.
Yeah. always.
How do
I
you
still do.
how do you guys like this is in general, but how do you guys think like social media has impacted I guess like drama and gossiping and all of that? Because like obviously 2 decades ago we didn't have like Instagram, Snapchat, all these like resources of social media. And obviously a lot of things go on because of social media. That's where things start and end or never come to an end. But yeah, like what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, it's like once you put something on the internet, it's stuck there. Like,
Yeah.
you could delete it off of everything, but someone's gonna have it
Yep,
somewhere.
someone screenshotted it. Someone screen
You.
recorded it.
That's you.
It was me. I screenshotted
That
it and
was-
recorded it, and I sent it to all my group chats. So I'm
It's
sorry, bro.
on the
Like
cloud. It's in
you
the
said the
cloud.
N word on a story once. I already took a screenshot, sent it to the principal, to my friend, and to the friend's sister. Like I'm sorry.
You're not going to college.
Yeah, you're not going to college. You're not making it after high school.
They're
You're not
gonna
even.
get
You're not even getting past your grade, bro.
They're not
I'm
gonna
sorry.
get when you apply for Subway. They're gonna know.
Exactly. And they'll be like, "Who told you that?" I'm like, "Andrew Segura." He posted it once on his
You're
story.
making yourself such a target. I better not catch you with this one.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh.
Oh, but what's it called? Yeah, like I mean, you guys mentioned the accounts, right? Like FHS accounts, like
Yeah.
the sleepy FHS.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was talking about
Oh.
middle school, but yeah, there's so many. I feel like.
Didn't you get caught in one? Didn't you get posted once?
No, never.
Are you sure?
I would never get caught. Not like that. I remember
That was
when
like a
those things
freshman
were,
thing.
When those were
Yeah.
booming, I was like, "Oh my god!" It's a sign. I think it was, yeah, we're good. Whatever. Just ignore it.
Pretend it didn't happen.
Pretend that, yeah, you didn't see that. It's gaslight now. Yeah, no, I was always like on my best behavior whenever those accounts were like active. I was like, you never know.
Yeah.
But I knew a couple of people that ran those.
I think
Yeah.
I think me personally, like sophomore year and junior year is probably the years I've slept the most in class,
Jesus.
and I'm
Yeah.
so thankful that that account isn't running anymore.
There's
The
like no
sleepy
accounts. That's what I
feature.
was. That's what I was saying. There's no more. I guess it's a really like freshman thing to do.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's childish.
But they haven't been keeping on the new freshmen, the incoming freshmen. They haven't been keeping up the traditions.
Yeah,
Like,
I
there's, like,
know.
no-
I
These
know
new
the
freshies
mid-
are lame,
I
They
know
are.
the,
but they do fight, so
It's
I know
funny,
the-
though.
that's fun.
I know the middle schoolers do have pages running.
Like new
Cause my
ones.
sister, because my
Ah.
sister showed me them, and
Ooh.
yeah, I guess that's the future freshmen that are coming next year.
Oh, yeah, hopefully they make it like fun. Like it's so boring when it's just like.
One of those accounts requested me. It was like Hostler Leaks or something like that.
Yeah, hustler fights and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
That's
they
crazy.
requested me. and
That's
I
like
was
a that's a crime at this point. Like the shit that you would post. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You don't want to be
how
caught
that
out.
stuff is probably not legal. That was posted.
Most
LMS was crazy. LMS was something else.
If you know, you know.
RIP LMS.
That was the trenches. We were in the trenches. That was crazy.
Those were the trenches.
But yeah, I feel like those were really popular coming out of quarantine. Like that's when those pages started booming. I mean, because everyone wore their mask. There's a mask fish account.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
That was crazy. They got a lot of people. I know like most of the people on the page. There's always confession pages and stuff, but yeah, they're definitely not popular anymore. Which I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I
definitely.
remember when the Not Gonna Lie, that little like app where you put like anonymous.
Oh my god, that
Oh,
was popular
yeah.
on Instagram. On Instagram stories.
I
People
still see
still do
people.
it, but, like,
People still
Yeah,
post it.
it's not as like common as
Everyone
before.
was posting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a whole new world like opened because of that. But
Yeah, and people were like, it was so tempting because it's like, you want to know, but also like, it's like.
don't you have to pay or something like that to
No.
get clues?
Oh yeah. If you want
No,
to
I mean,
know,
like,
if you want
you
to find out who
wanna
it
know-
is, you have to pay.
Yeah.
I meant like you
I
want
never
to
paid for it.
know like what they want to say about you and stuff, and it's like, but it's like those things are kind of just for like attention. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
it
who likes
is.
me? Who's
Yeah.
Yeah.
those are dumb. But yeah, how does it? Do you know anyone that's paid for it? I don't know how that would work.
Anyone that paid for it, no, I feel like that's pretty embarrassing. Like if you pay for stuff like that,
Yeah,
you
you're desperate.
like, you are desperate.
pay for-
You are lonely. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
then you
sorry.
pay. What are you doing? You pay, and you find out it's just some like one of your friends, and it's just telling you like, "Oh my God,
Imagine,
you're so hot," and it's just like some random guy.
bro.
It's over. You're
That'd
cooked.
be embarrassing.
It's embarrassing paying for one of those.
It is.
Yeah, those fell off hard. Like
They did.
people do it for like casual conversations for like, but that's the same thing as people posting like reply to the story or whatever. Like, it's not really like no one wants to know like the gossip and the blah 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 blah.
Yeah, what's it called? I don't know if you guys remember, like, I guess those middle school things that, like, get to know me or, like, those things, like fill in the blanks.
Oh my gosh. yes,
It's
I
just
remember
like
those.
it's like Instagram. It's like old Instagram.
Or,
It's like-
or what about, like, the things is, like, send this to, like, 20 people or else a dead little girl
Oh,
is going to pop out in
oh.
your
That's always been
bathroom.
on the internet. Those have been on there for like forever.
Those chains.
This is like
Yeah.
4chan. Yeah,
I
it
used to
be,
get,
like,
I
now
actually
chains.
used to get, like, really paranoid.
Really
Because when I was, like, in 7th grade, if I got sent one of those, oh my goodness, it was the end of the world for me.
Yeah, you probably sent me one of those at one
I
point.
think I did.
No, because I heard a story of like one of them was actually true, and it was like, oh, send this to 20 people, or else you're gonna die in your sleep. And apparently there was actually some dude that was killing people in their sleep, and I was like, oh, okay, for sure.
You
That's
think
not
that's true?
I
That's
don't know.
not real.
I heard it in like when I was 12. I read it once.
Were you
I
scared?
read it online somewhere.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
I can
I was
imagine.
terrified. So I make sure to repost that one.
I remember, dude, I mean, you guys remember those like 3 a.m. trends, like 2016?
Yeah, that was my
I
favorite.
remember one time, I stayed up coincidentally, and like
Coincidentally?
yeah, like I wasn't planning to stay up. Like I was just like doing something.
Coincidentally?
Isn't that what I said?
You said coincidentally.
No, I didn't. Play that back. I'm not playing that back.
Don't-
I'm not playing that back.
Don't.
I'm not playing that back.
I
Anyways, yeah. So I was up, and it was like I looked at the time. I was young. It's like I don't know, 12 or something, and I was still scared of those kinds of things. Like 3 a.m. Like you never know.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
challenge.
And it was like 4, and
3
I
a.m.
was.
slime challenge.
It was 4 a.m. and I was like, I survived. Like nothing happened. And ever since then, I was like, this isn't
You
real.
stay up till 4 a.m. every day ever since that day.
Just
Ever
to make
since then,
sure.
I haven't slept before 4 a.m. Because I'm just brave like that. I'm just cool.
Or like
I-
the 333, or
333.
like the devil's
Those
number.
were so
It's
dumb.
the 666.
Those were so dumb. Oh my god, they were so popular on YouTube and stuff.
I would always watch those videos like 3 a.m. slime challenge, 3 a.m. voodoo doll challenge, 3 a.m.
Do you guys know the?
Georgie challenge. It.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was
I
never
was
that
like-
dumb of a kid.
Oh,
Do you guys know the?
trying to say something?
Who's that? Who's
Speak
that,
up.
Who's that guy that would ironically do them? What's his name? It was like Crane.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
You'd
Like
be
the
like,
Finance and Freddy
Among
guy.
Us, what are
Yeah.
you doing here? Bro, those were so funny.
Yeah.
I miss, and then like there was so much drama with that guy, so he stopped posting. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, he abused his
He
girlfriend. So I
got
don't even know.
canceled.
But like, those were so funny
Yeah.
because he just did them like.
I think. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Well, I feel like I think it was before he got canceled. You know, I don't watch him now. But I watched one, like, I actually stayed one whole YouTube video watching his content. Like, I know it's targeted for like little kids, but
They're
even so, they're not
funny.
supposed to be for little kids with some of the content he posts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Not.
But I don't know. It's so like there's so much dark humor into it. There's so
Yeah.
much like sarcasm into it. But it's like for kids. But
But the timing and stuff, and it was genuinely funny.
yeah.
It was like Arcade Crane X. That's what it's
Arcade
called.
Crane
Arcade
X,
Crane
yeah.
X. And don't watch the guy anymore because
He got
he
canceled.
beat his wife or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't. What was
Do
that?
not do what he does, you guys.
Yeah. What are some popular like I guess influencers that you guys are shocked that got
Cancelled?
canceled?
Yeah, who are you disappointed that beat their wife?
Oh.
Andrew, you go first.
I mean, I guess very popular people like Shane Dawson.
Oh
like,
my god. Oh, Shane
everybody-
Dawson.
Oh, I was obsessed with those conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I was too. I think everyone was. Everyone I knew was.
Yeah.
Those were
and,
awesome.
And then didn't he like rail his cat?
I don't even know, but like,
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start labeling these episodes like 18 and above.
yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. So what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. You're talking about Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson.
Speaking of this, I know someone that really likes Chris Brown, and I hate Chris Brown.
Why do you
Explain why.
why do they like it? Why do you hate it?
I'll start with why I hate him.
Elaborate.
I think everyone knows he beat Rihanna like to almost death, and then a couple years later, people are like, well, he makes good music, and it's like I get the Cardi argument. Like you'd be like, oh, he's an anti-Semitic. I mean, I'm always gonna defend Kanye in my life, but like he's never like physically harmed another person. He's never caused like physical harm to someone else. And it's like Chris Brown did, like just straight up, like there was no question about it. Like confirmed,
Yeah.
he did it, and it's still like, well, he's a better guy now. What?
Yeah.
Pause. Stop.
And you defend her. Defend him. Defend him.
No.
No?
I'm not defending him.
Or are you saying you're telling them to stop the Chris
Yeah,
Brown?
he's
I'm telling them
he's-
stop.
Yeah, yeah.
So disappointing, you guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like today in class something very strange happened, but I guess the way that in social media you immediately get canceled for saying something you hear in school being said.
That's the thing. It's so crazy because it's so wide. You can either get canceled for doing absolutely nothing, or you could do something horrible and you don't get
And-
canceled.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's crazy. It's just like whatever the internet decides, whatever. Those furries, man. Those furries on Twitter is whatever they
Hey,
want.
didn't they make furry like illegal somewhere?
Oh yeah, in like Wisconsin or something.
Wisconsin?
Some
some
random-
state they made furries illegal.
Yeah,
Just
they
nowhere.
pulled up into an NBA game, like front seat, courtside, furries.
I remember my friend sent me an Instagram post of like the school that banned furries because they were too popular. So they were like anti.
Popular?
Yes, I don't know. And I remember it was a quote, and it was like, if you want to dress like an animal, we're gonna give you the same rights as an animal or something. Like the principal said that.
Damn.
Bro, those schools
Animal
over
control?
there, they don't care. Wyoming, Wisconsin, the Midwest, they don't care.
Yeah.
They ate.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy how you could get canceled for doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how many people have gotten suspended for reasons that you're not supposed like something that wasn't true.
Real life
But then
canceling.
again, how many people
I
haven't
remember
gotten suspended but had to be suspended?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
away with it, I guess.
Got away with murder.
I guess
Andrew?
Huh?
Is there anything you want to tell the Mr. Reed?
Hey.
We're not showing him that.
Yeah.
Schools. It's
I got suspended in middle school
really?
Really?
How?
for like a day.
it
was-
3 periods.
It was because
Class
apparently,
suspension.
well, you guys know Kiss, Marry, Kill, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
Ew.
it has the word kill in there, right?
Yeah.
So that's already like apparently, okay, so basically I was doing my work.
That's one strike.
I was doing my work and everything, and these 3 girls were playing Kiss, Marry, Kill. They were my old
I
friends.
remember this. I remember
do?
this. Okay, keep telling the story.
And so basically it was me and then the
What was,
so
that one
to,
felt-
be
to
continued.
conclude it
That one felt extra long.
To be continued.
to conclude it, I didn't participate in the games, but they told me to write a random name, and somehow I wrote it down on the kill. So they said that I wanted to kill them, and they suspended me for that. But I fought as much as I can, but I still got suspended. But basically,
Anyways, I'm so glad this episode is finally over. This is the end of the episode. I'm glad you got your episode, Andrew. I
Aight,
hope
bro.
you enjoyed it. If you guys like this episode, we'll have Andrew back on, but you guys probably won't.
This episode is short. I need
how many
Sword?
likes for a new episode?
redemption.
1 million. for
2 likes for another episode, you guys.
Okay, actually, like
20
20 likes.
because we haven't gotten over 20 likes.
20 likes for me, please. I need to.
All
Oh,
the lights.
that's a sign. That's a sign for me to come back, guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is it. Sophie's already standing up.
Pick me, choose me, love me.
Okay, bye guys. Thank you.